Brother Lee,
Yeah.
you came. Quick, come on in.
I'm out in this full of sand.
There's so much sand in the air today.
Tell me about it. All this dust and sand is blocking out the sun. I almost couldn't find my way.
There haven't been many nice days.
I
The
know.
wind has been kicking up sand every day. Get inside, quickly.
Okay.
Let's continue discussing the topic of the Lord's return. This time, God appears in two stages. In the first stage, he arrives and works secretly in the flesh before the catastrophes.
Before the catastrophes?
In the second stage, he appears openly with clouds after the catastrophes. The dividing line between these two stages is the great catastrophes.
Great catastrophes.
What is he talking about?
Is there any special significance to God secretly arriving and working in the flesh before the great catastrophes?
Yeah.
Is there some sort of link between the two of them? Yeah, come on.
We've all seen many catastrophes, such as there being droughts and sandstorms all year around here. Aren't these all common?
Yeah.
And they haven't impacted our belief in the Lord.
Brother Chen, can the catastrophes impact God's work? Is he coming before them because he's afraid of their impact? No way.
Don't these things come from God?
That's right.
That's right.
Since you're asking about the catastrophes, let us all discuss exactly what they are.
Do we really need to discuss that?
What are they?
Everyone knows what they are. Even children know.
Yeah, right. Like earthquakes, floods, and volcanic
Wars,
eruptions.
plagues,
What about
famines.
wars? Aren't these all catastrophes?
These things are happening more and more frequently now. You say the Lord returned before the catastrophes, but no one has seen him.
Could the catastrophes you just mentioned be different from these ones? Aside from these catastrophes, are there different, bigger catastrophes? Is your interpretation of catastrophes different from ours?
Yes, you're right. It's very different.
How different?
The catastrophes you're talking about are all natural disasters.
Natural disasters.
These natural disasters are different from the catastrophes spoken of in God coming incarnate before the catastrophes.
What's the difference?
Things like earthquakes, floods, droughts, famines, wars, and even plagues are all natural disasters that have occurred frequently since mankind came into existence. Well, the catastrophes God speaks of are the Great Tribulation in Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be. Tribulation here refers to the catastrophes. These great catastrophes are in no way the natural disasters you're thinking of.
Aren't the great catastrophes things like earthquakes, floods, or wars?
I think those are very big catastrophes.
You think that those are very big catastrophes?
Of course.
They're nothing like the ones spoken of by God.
They're smaller?
All those are simply natural disasters.
Well, then tell us. What's different between natural disasters and the great catastrophes that God speaks of in the Bible?
Natural disasters actually only affect people in the surrounding area. After a while, they end up passing, and people can return to their old lives. Or if people leave that area, they go to a place where there is no disaster. They can live as they did before. Hasn't mankind survived till now on this planet where these natural disasters are continually occurring? So yeah, although natural disasters have never been far from mankind, they've never impacted mankind's survival.
But the great catastrophes are different. First off, according to the Bible, we know the following. The great catastrophes are catastrophes that have never occurred from the beginning until the current day. Clearly, they are not the natural disasters that we commonly speak of. Moreover, natural disasters cannot impact the survival of mankind. These great catastrophes are different. They will decide mankind's survival.
That's true.
And the survival of mankind is closely related to the survival of planet Earth. When the Earth exists, mankind can survive. If the Earth is destroyed, mankind will lose the home which it inhabits, and then it'll be doomed to extinction. So, the survival of the Earth directly determines whether mankind can continue existing.
The more you speak, the more I'm confused.
Me too.
How is the survival of the Earth related to the great catastrophes that you talk about? How does it relate to God secretly working this time?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Hold your horses. Let's go through this slowly. All of God's work is a mystery. It can't simply be explained in just one sentence. If you come to understand the great catastrophes, you'll then know why is it that God chose to come and work in secret before them.
Explain them to us then.
Yeah.
Well, what is something that mankind depends on to reproduce in this world and continue living like this, generation after generation?
What?
Let's put God's sovereignty and provision aside for now. Let's talk about the earth, the home that mankind depends on for survival. This home provides a continuous flow of conditions necessary for mankind's survival. For example, sunshine, water, air, soil, food, and various materials needed for mankind's survival. For mankind, the various materials provided to them by the earth are inexhaustible and bottomless. As long as the earth exists, mankind never needs to worry about its survival. And so, mankind unconsciously regards the earth as its mother and calls it,
Mother Earth.
yes, Mother Earth. However, our Mother Earth is in big trouble.
What kind of trouble? What do he mean by that?
Mother Earth has already changed beyond recognition and has lost her original form. Her survival is in great jeopardy. She is not the inexhaustible bottomless planet, which mankind once knew her as. She's no longer the planet that could provide an endless stream of various materials, which are essential for the survival of all of mankind.
What's wrong with the Earth?
What does that mean?
When we talk about the living conditions of the Earth, we must mention the various catastrophes which mankind is facing currently.
Hey, didn't you just say those were natural disasters that have nothing to do with the great catastrophes? Why mention them?
The catastrophes I'm talking about that we humans are facing are not natural disasters.
Oh, really? They've always got an answer.
Let's talk about this in terms of a few major aspects we can all understand. What is the Earth, the home that we humans inhabit, facing currently? For starters, there's a major problem regarding the Earth's soil. Second, the planet's vegetation has been severely damaged.
Vegetation damage?
Yeah. And third, what's the third one again?
Water. Water.
Oh, right. All bodies of water. We're talking rivers, lakes, oceans, and even underground water. They're all polluted.
Yeah, the water is bitter.
Yes.
And fourth, something has gone terribly wrong with the polar glaciers.
What does all this have to do with catastrophes?
Wasn't there something going wrong with the food chain as well?
Oh, right. Fifth, the food chain has been broken.
Wait, I don't understand.
Hey, aren't we forgetting another one?
Yes, the climate. The climate has clearly deteriorated. Everyone can see and feel this, without question.
Oh, yes, that's right. The sixth one is the last one. Climate anomalies.
Do climate anomalies count as a kind of great catastrophe?
They're often talked about on the
Why are
news.
they mentioning these things while preaching?
Aren't they going off topic?
Hey, aren't all of these just natural occurrences? How are these any different from natural disasters?
Yeah, come on. How do you
Are these
explain that?
the great catastrophes?
Yeah, how could these be the great catastrophes?
Brothers and sisters, this is a serious question. So please, let's quiet our hearts. All these topics are related to the great catastrophes we're fellowshipping today.
Then hurry and tell us.
Let's start by talking about the first problem the Earth is facing, the soil.
What's the problem?
When something goes wrong with the soil, it's a big deal. Does everyone here know what the Earth's soil means to us?
Tell us.
No.
What is it?
Everyone does. It has to do with crops and food.
Yes, that's right. It relates to food. So that means it relates to survival. Everyone, take a look. Currently, large portions of the soil on Earth are undergoing sandification, degradation, and desertification. More and more soil is degrading and deteriorating and can't be cultivated or used for grazing livestock. Now, as it stands, about a quarter of the Earth's soil is already turned into desert sand. That's equivalent to the size of Russia, Canada, and China, which, of course, are the three biggest countries in the entire world.
Such a big area.
Do you know how long it takes for 1 centimeter of soil to take form?
How long?
Reportedly, over 1,000 years.
Such a long time. Years. Who can live that long?
Now, restoring the degraded soil will certainly be very difficult. And unfortunately, this situation is getting worse by the moment. Because mankind refuses to stop excessively exploiting and cultivating the land.
Yeah.
So, judging by this current situation, the sandification and degradation of the soil not only won't stop, but there will be another more frightening consequence.
What consequence?
The area of the Earth's soil that's experiencing sandification, degradation, and desertification will keep increasing.
Keep increasing.
And what's even worse than that, this degradation is actually irreversible.
Wow, that's terrible. What do you mean irreversible?
That it can't be turned back or restored.
But it can't be turned back?
So what does all this mean for the people that live on the soil? In the very near future, they will all die of starvation due to food shortages.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
I do believe all this. Don't you know that we've been in a drought for many years? Powerful sandstorms have become a regular occurrence. Even Beijing will soon be covered by sand. A famine can happen any day, just like that. Think about it. How many of us have grain reserves? None of us have much food stockpiled. We barely have enough to survive.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. The sandification, degradation, and desertification of the Earth's soil is irreversible. Whether it be for the Earth, or whether it be for us humans, this is a devastating catastrophe. Moreover, an unprecedented catastrophe. Tell me, can't this be called a great catastrophe?
This is terrible. It really is a great catastrophe.
Isn't this very different from a natural disaster?
It is.
It is.
At most, natural disasters can only take the lives of a part of the population. Whereas the great catastrophes can destroy the whole Earth and can also take every human life. Tell me, aren't these catastrophes big?
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
These guys have a point.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Hey, you see, I can't convince you, but someone else can. Are you coming around now?
Never heard of
The great catastrophe of the desertification of the soil is enough to jeopardize the survival of 1 billion people all across the entire planet and doom them to perish in the near future.